I am about to be such a hater, and I'm angry and I feel gaslit, and I'm like, how is this the world that we live in? And like, maybe it's not that big of a deal, and you guys can tell me, or maybe he's like genuinely a good guy. Maybe he's genuinely a good guy trying to do genuinely good things, but I genuinely don't think so. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about men. No, I'm joking. I love men. Do you know what I hate though? Grifters. Do you know what I think I'm about to share with you? A giant grift that preys on the insecurities and the fact that women in a medical setting go unheard by professionals. We're going deep into the Australian landscape of what, chat? Vitamins. This guy. Say hi to the PCOS mentor, Drew, proud owner of Health and Balance Vitamins. Decent amount of followers, big business with thousands of reviews, natural support for health and vitality. Vitamins. Now, as we all know, the vitamin market is highly regulated and safe to purchase from, and very evidence-based in every situation. Now, that being said, I'm going to give Drew the benefit of the doubt. Well, at least I did at the beginning, but I've already looked into this a little bit, and I just don't know. I will say there is a small chance that this guy means well. There's a small chance that this guy means well. But I'll let you guys decide. I'll let you guys have little things. So how about we just click on a random one? Let's just click on a random one.
Now, if you have PCOS, you've probably been told that in order to lose weight, you must be eating 800 to 1200 calories a day. I've heard this from thousands of different women from their PTs, coaches, and sometimes even doctors. And unless you're already a tiny human, this is horrible advice. For most, eating this low of calories each day will be hugely stressful to your body. So those hormonal imbalances which are driving your weight gain in the first place will be exacerbated, making losing weight harder and most of your PCOS symptoms even worse. If you have PCOS and your goal is to lose weight, the strategy isn't to starve yourself. It's what I talk about throughout my posts.
Okay, the reality is the advice is not technically wrong, right? But first ick, and he has addressed this. I went and found it because I was like, okay, one, I went looking for his qualifications. There are none. He used to be a PT and he's just super passionate about PCOS because he was a PT and lots of women had PCOS problems, right? So I went looking and I found this Instagram post. I've just started doing videos again, so I'm being asked, why is a man talking about PCOS? What are your qualifications and background? As many are very skeptical about me, which I take absolutely zero offense to. I'm so glad you're not taking any offense to me because I do take offense to you. Why is this guy talking about PCOS? He doesn't have it. He isn't a doctor. What's his go? What does he really want? The answer to that is money. I get it. No ethical bullshit under capitalism, but the answer is you want to sell vitamins, right? And maybe you want to establish some sense of meaning, but what you have really done is you have found a vulnerable market and you want to exploit them for profit. Whether or not they work or not, doesn't matter. This is still extremely exploitative. I started working with women with PCOS back when I was a PT around 2012. I'd never heard of PCOS, but my clients with PCOS were lovely women who just wanted results. I was so determined to do everything I could to help them do that. I started researching PCOS and sharing what I was learning on my Facebook page at the time. The reason why I'm so passionate about PCOS is that I feel what I'm doing is really benefiting people. Like, I get that. I really do. And it makes me not want to be a hater because I understand you want to feel like you're making a difference. And I would fucking believe you if you weren't selling vitamins. But like every single piece of content that you make about PCOS is to funnel people back towards buying your vitamins. It's incredibly motivating to wake up each day knowing that people appreciate the information I share and the feeling that you're making a positive impact on others' lives. Just like anyone else, I want a mission and purpose. I want to serve and feel like I can truly do that by running healthy PCOS. I'm not a doctor, but also very clearly understand my professional boundaries. I don't diagnose people, I don't medicate people, I don't mislead people. I have never and will never overstep my boundaries. In saying that, I thoroughly enjoy researching PCOS. I read studies daily, but why? Is it because it's tied to profit? I understand that you can be passionate about something that is not directly related to you. I really do. Like, I have a keen interest in intersectional feminism and especially the inclusion of men in intersectional feminism. And so I really don't like sitting here and being a hater, but this shit really irks me. The functioning of social media and TikTok and the way we funnel people into scams irks me. I feel I could chat about the science of PCOS as well as any expert out there. With my posts, I try to make complex science of PCOS as understandable and as accessible as possible. I hope you enjoy my content, our products, and that they help you. If you don't enjoy what I or my team does and don't like a man talking about PCOS, then you can simply unfollow. It's nothing personal. But to all those who do appreciate what I do, there's plenty more help coming. Already, he may be unintentionally overstepping his boundaries by talking about researching without any scientific training. I know it might be innocent, but it already brings into question a false equivalency with actual science. You literally don't have to maintain any clients anymore if you make enough money from just self-help advice on YouTube or TikTok. Especially if you funnel people towards vitamins, the capitalist markup on vitamin production is insane. There is no regulation in the vitamin market. None. It is such a dodgy, unregulated market to begin with. One, the price markup that you can give on vitamins, and also there is actually no way that you can prove that they work. If they don't work for one person, you can just be like, oh, I'm sorry, they just might not work for you. They have worked for other people though. So there is no accountability, no responsibility. Yeah, you're going to get anecdotes from people being like, I started taking this vitamin and I began to feel better. But like, there are too many confounding variables. There are too many confounding variables. And I find it so interesting, right? That we just do videos
Best
like
and
this.
Worst foods for PCOS protein addition. Worst bacon, which I know is going to hurt because most people really enjoy it. Worst sausages, just generally high in calories, high in fat, high in salt. Worst, like certain protein bars. This protein bar has like 370 calories, which is nearly a meal, and like 27 grams of sugar alcohol. Worst, hot dogs. Again, just super processed and best chicken breast, lean, high in protein, fantastic. Best shrimp, we call them prawns in Australia, but fantastic protein source. Best Greek yogurt, perfect nighttime snack or for breakfast or just a snack in general. And best salmon, it is like a superfood for PCOS.
The caption, here is a list of best and worst protein sources. Now, this isn't to say you can't eat foods, blah, blah, blah. I love looking at foods we eat most of the time versus foods to eat some of the time. It's just helpful knowing which foods will benefit. If you're looking for an incredible range of targeted supplements, all backed by research, thousands of reviews with worldwide shipping, I just can't stand it. It's an ad. It's an ad under the guise of caring for women. Women's health issues. I know. I have been through I have had my pain discounted through the medical system so much. Women's pain is not taken seriously, and PCOS can be so debilitating. And yet still women's health issues a lot of the time aren't taken seriously. So women do look to go to find advice on the internet. And you are so vulnerable because you are really looking for any possible fix. And the comments on these videos make me feel so gaslit because like if you go to them, I eat nothing from the worst list, and yet my PCOS is getting worse and I still have a belly. I eat clean and do kickboxing, but I can't lose weight. There are so many people resonating with this content. So this guy probably does feel like what he's doing is making a difference in the people's lives that are commenting here. But what this shows me is how desperate people are and how willing they are to fall for like fucking just bullshit like this. Anyway, I would really like to assume good intentions. I just think preying on a really vulnerable market of women, which it's not just this guy who does it, right? It's so many industries. More research goes into like Botox and erectile dysfunction than into like Alzheimer's, I'm pretty sure. He's giving you the one weird tip doctors hate. Yeah, I just hate the framing of expertise when you have no formal qualifications. We live in such a state of misinformation. I just think this is really dangerous, even if he means well.
PCOS can really mess with your head. So just for example, can you imagine being so tired all day, but then at night...
Yes, I can imagine, because I am a woman who could experience PCOS. Like, if you were trying to educate men about PCOS, say this guy, right, is trying to educate men about how to help their partners who have PCOS, I think that might be okay. But the reality is that would never happen, because that's not as viable a market to sell vitamins to.
You struggle to fall asleep. It doesn't make sense. Can you imagine being told that the cure to your condition is to simply...
I'm not going to lie, it does kind of look like he's had an allergic reaction to something. Perhaps one of the vitamins. I don't know, but this looks like an allergic reaction.
Simply lose weight, but then finding out that your condition makes losing weight extremely difficult. So if you have PCOS and you feel completely lost or confused, you're not alone.
Maybe the vitamins. Do you have a vitamin for loneliness? Like, literally just selling supplements.
This video needs to be shared because this is what it's like to have PCOS day in, day out. This is what so many people are living with, and unless you have it, you just don't know. First thing in the...
So why are you talking about it?
In the morning and waking up unrested. It doesn't matter how much sleep you got, it feels like your body didn't recharge at all. Weight struggles, doing everything everyone else is doing to lose weight, which they do, but you don't. Feeling exhausted all day, which can make life so much more challenging. Intense cravings, you're feeling hungry all the time, even though you're eating...
Do you know what is so sad about this? Is that he is profiting off validating the experiences of women. That is how unvalidated women's experiences are. That, like, this man has amassed 700,000 followers and gets comments that are like, I have PCOS and I feel like it should be recognized as a chronic illness and affects me daily, and there's so many symptoms. It's frustrating when I see a primary doc, gastro sleep doc, psychiatrist, and they all say just lose weight. I can't. I have PCOS. I'm trying. Like, all of these women who are trying, who are dismissed, are validated by a grifter on the fucking internet selling vitamins. Men can have polycystic ovaries, but you have to have ovaries, because you have to have ovaries to have polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Normally, you're just hungry, brain fog, anxiety, depression, just not being able to find a stable mood. And then lastly, after all of this, being unable to fall asleep or stay asleep at night, it can be so frustrating. This video...
By the way, I'll take this entire video back if this is a trans man. If this person has PCOS, I don't think they are, but if this person has PCOS, I'll take it all back. I still think it's bullshit to sell vitamins, but no, I'm not saying his videos are invalid because he's a man. If he was a man trying to educate other men about how to help their partners who have PCOS, and if he wasn't funneling people to a fucking vitamin website, or if he actually had any fucking qualifications at all, I wouldn't have a problem. Please explain to me. Like, if a doctor who did my bloods, which I did have recently, told me I needed to take a vitamin D supplement because my vitamin D levels were low, I'll probably take a vitamin D supplement. Funny how that works, right? But I don't know. I just don't know if we should be listening to fucking random influencers on the internet who own the vitamin business that they're trying to funnel you towards. You can speak confidently about anything using your hands, and if you speak confidently enough, people will believe you. And this is the scary thing, In the age where nobody has any media literacy, critical thought goes out the fucking window, and people just want to be heard and are looking for answers, especially in places like America where you can't afford healthcare. Like, this is absolutely a grift. And I'm not, this guy might have the best of intentions. Like, deep diving, trying to find out anything about him, he might have really good intentions. So I do want to put that out there. There's a chance. But the fact that we live in a world that you can make this many TikTok videos to funnel people towards vitamins, unregulated vitamins, and have it work, you are then motivated to continue making these videos because they pay your fucking bills.
This is how PCOS is diagnosed. So you'll need to meet 2 out of the 3 following criteria. Number 1 is irregular periods. So generally less than 8 menstrual cycles over the past 12 months. Number 2 is higher than average levels of androgen hormones, which are male sex hormones. So an example is testosterone. So this can be either by a blood test or physical signs. So things like acne, hirsutism, which is facial hair growth and body hair growth or hair loss. And number 3 is polycystic ovaries on an ultrasound. So if you have 2 out of those 3, you can be diagnosed with PCOS.
Simply providing the most accurate and understandable PCOS content. But we're not doctors, and we'd like to sell you vitamins. Chat, when people said find a niche, I don't think this is what they meant. I don't know what the Healthy PCOS website is. Like, this is the website. How long have you been in business? Drew Baird Fitness was created in 2015, but 4 years ago we switched to focus solely on supporting women with their hormonal health. Why? Because you realized it was profitable? Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. I reckon this has happened to them before. They've been called out before and they've had to delete accounts. And this is the sneaky workaround. Like, chat, this has 7.9 million views.
Hello, I wanted to make this video to give a bit of background about why am I, a man, speaking so often and so passionately about PCOS, because just about every day now we're being asked, who is he? Why is a man talking about PCOS? What does he want? I just want to give this video to give a bit of background and let you know, what am I actually doing? Why am I so passionate about PCOS? So firstly, my name is Drew Baird. I am a father, I am a husband, and I'm the owner of Healthy PCOS, which is a PCOS supplement brand. So I got started working with PCOS back in 2012. I was a personal trainer and I had one client come to me who wasn't losing weight as fast as everyone else. About 2 months in, she said, look, could it be my PCOS, Drew? And at that point, I had never heard of PCOS. I initially thought, no. I've been a real student. I loved researching. I loved buying and reading textbooks. So I went home, I researched, I studied, I come back, we made a few changes, and she started losing weight. And from that point there, I knew I was so passionate about PCOS. It felt like it really meant something to her. So the reason why I'm so passionate about PCOS is I feel like I'm truly helping people. I feel like, for most people, we want to wake up and have a purpose in life. And I feel like for me, there is such an education gap there with PCOS that my content and our products can really help fill that. So waking up.
Do you know what? I get it though. I too try and help people learn for a living, but I'm not funneling them to a fucking vitamin website or making false promises. I understand wanting to make a difference in people's lives. I understand wanting to feel meaning from your work or from your business, but there is just something so grifty and icky about this.
Waking up feeling like you're truly helping people, and that's what I see in the comments, gives me such a passion, such a burning desire to do everything I can to give you that information so you can make those changes to improve your life. But look, I'm not a doctor, but I also understand my professional boundaries. Myself and my whole team, we're not diagnosing people, we're not medicating people, we're not...
What's the whole team? Do we think there's a whole team? Is this giving whole team to you guys? Because it's not giving whole team to me. I would love to See an employee list.
Performing surgeries. But I feel like the amount of research I do on PCOS, I could talk about PCOS with any single expert out there, and I hope you see that in the accuracy of the content I provide. I now also work with a bunch of women with PCOS. My entire support team are women with PCOS. And with my videos and our content, I try to take the complex science of PCOS because it is like a puzzle and try to give it to you in an understandable way. And look, if you told me 2 months ago I was going to be dancing on videos, I would have never believed you, but it just seems to work these days. So I just want to give you that accurate and credible information in a way that you can easily consume and understand. So look, if you don't enjoy our content, if you don't enjoy the fact that a man is talking about PCOS, it's very easy to just not follow along. But if you do enjoy our content, if you appreciate the information and our products, there's plenty more to come. I hope you're enjoying it. Let's get back to our normal content now.
See, it's so hard to gauge his intent. Like, the reality is he could be very passionate about this. I don't know how ethical it is to profit off it. I literally hate it. I hate it so much. I don't know what to tell you. I hate it so much. I think it's disgusting. I think it's a grift. I really dislike that it's a group of very vulnerable women being funneled into buying unregulated vitamins. I hate it so much. Anyway, that's your daily dose of me being a hater. I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. But like, this is bullshit. And reading the comments just made me so sad because there's so many women just like, thank you. Thank you for talking about this. I feel so unheard and unseen. And yet then they probably go spend how much on vitamins? Let's have a look, shall we? Yep, $35, $29, $35, $95. You get 30 capsules, or let's see, 180 capsules. Wow, $500 for 180 capsules. Or you can subscribe and save 10%. Product overview. Ingredients. Let's have a look. Skin and hair, spearmint tea, vitamin C, saw palmetto extract, dim, fish oil, zinc, iron, biotin. What's this berberine that he talks about? 30 capsules for $30. $1 a capsule, basically. Do you know what kind of markup that is? At $1 a capsule? Berberine is a powerful natural compound that has demonstrated insulin sensitizing effects within clinical studies and for our customers. Consequently, berberine aids in the management of insulin-related symptoms such as sugar cravings, infertility, and low energy. It may also support healthy cholesterol and triglyceride levels, making berberine a promising choice for a weight loss aid. Combining ginger root with berberine creates a unique blend that further enhances the efficacy of this natural supplement. Great product, easy to take, has had a positive impact on my symptoms, and affordable. Allegra S, verified buyer. You're joking. Let me at the reviews. Excuse me. I'd like to click on the reviews. Oh, I can't click on them? Is that the same for all of them? 205 reviews over here. Can I click on these? Oh, down here. Okay. Choosing an inositol was the best decision. I've seen changes in mood, energy levels, and ovulation. Definitely recommend. After being diagnosed with endometriosis and PCOS and being told you need to start metformin as your only option, blah, blah, blah. Very good noticing changes in mood, energy, and menstrual cycle. I take this half an hour before night at bed. I sleep so well. I mean, this is a lot of reviews. I mean, you can pay people to write hundreds of fake reviews. I know you can pay people from in India, it's an actual job to write fake reviews. They don't feel real. I mean, they're all standing there holding them, I guess. I am so anti-vitamin industry. Yeah. Chat, you can tell me if I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm being too much of a hater. You can tell me. Maybe I'm too much of a hater. Maybe I am.
You can't eat fruit. Sugar's bad for PCOS. Well, I'll incorporate...
By the way, this is the video that came across my For You page.
Some whole grain pasta. Oh no, gluten is bad for PCOS. Well, I'll eat sweet potato. That's healthy.
Ah, no. Carbs are bad for PCOS. Well, I'll go keto and eat lots of meat. No, red meat's bad for PCOS. Well, can I snack on some natural Greek yogurt? No, dairy is bad for PCOS. Well, can I at least lick the plate? I guess so.
I think that video is to demonstrate how much misinformation is out there. I don't think he realizes that he's adding to it. Anyway, I fucking hate it. Today's rant is over. At those prices, I think it's worth hating on. Yeah, because it's a scam. $1 a pill. Anyway, I'm sure there's a reason none of the official websites exist. I'm sure I'm not the first person to have been like, maybe not, mate.